Good morning.
Hi.
Happy Friday Eve, everyone. I know if Paul was watching, she probably beat me to it.
No, you beat Paula to it.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Nice. Yeah, it's Thursday, so Friday Eve, everyone.
In case this is your first time, welcome. I'm Brendan here with Heather.
Yes, and Brendan will read your comments and questions.
Yep.
I'll do my best to answer all comments and questions. And we do these every single morning for the most part, except for yesterday. We have exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
But we show the weather quiz. It's all fun and friendship. Just give us your answer.
Yeah.
And then tell us your weather report outside your door and let us know where you're watching from. I know we have friends right up the road here. We have friends in places like Arkansas or Indiana or
sometimes Cancun, Mexico.
Cancun, yep. So just let us know where you're watching from. We know this reaches elsewhere aside from where our broadcast viewing area is.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have questions about your weather in your neck of the woods, we can take a closer look no matter where you're at.
We've had people watching from Europe, Africa, and yeah, like Heather said, just down the street.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dave's watching. I'll save that story for later. I don't see Dave watching, but yeah, Heather talking science and with big words this morning. You know.
Yeah, too big for Brendan. He was like, "What
Especially
is that
the
word?"
middle one. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
How do you say that?
If
So
you watch our
please, A, B,
620.
and C, just or it's not all
Yeah,
three.
1, 2, 3, A, B, or C works for us this morning.
Please.
We know not everybody has that 1:30, 2 a.m. alarm clock like us. So if you're just now waking up, getting up to speed with everything, ABC, 1, 2, 3.
A, B, C.
It's easy,
1, 2, 3. There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love the Jackson 5.
But what our friends don't love is us singing.
Yes,
I think,
we'll just stick to what we're good at. And I'll stick to the weather. So,
sounds good. I like it.
yeah, never was musically inclined as a child. And so I know where I should stand. And
Yes.
it's not singing on live television or Facebook Live.
I think it's important to know your strengths and weaknesses.
That's also, yeah, awareness is one thing. And just knowing your strengths and weaknesses too. So, yeah.
I identified that early on with sports. I'm like, this is not for me.
Yeah, and for me, I'm like sports all the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, here I'm looking for, yeah, Dave's going to comment. Anyway, continue, Heather. Sorry.
Okay, yep, let's talk about the weather quiz. Let's get into the forecast. We're also talking tropics, Hurricane Helene.
Yes.
So we'll take a closer look at that too after we get through more Michigan weather first. So, weather quiz this morning. We're in fall. We're talking about fall colors, my favorite time of year. What pigment decreases in plants during autumn, making them lose their green color? Is it chloroplast? Is it xanthophyll or chlorophyll?
1, 2, 3, A, B, C.
A, B, C. That works for me. See?
A lot of the letters of the alphabet are included in
Yeah,
the
I
weather
know.
quiz
Even
today.
the axe which hardly is used. Yeah, we got the whole alphabet this morning. Let's talk about some fog, though. If you're heading out the door now, we are seeing some fog here in northern Michigan, and mainly closer to the shoreline of the Great Lakes is where we're seeing more of that this morning, especially over in Pellston. We're down to 1 mile there, 3 in Petoskey, 0 in Sault Ste. Marie, 7 on Mackinac Island, and it looks like parts of Chippewa County seeing some fog, but Drummond Island looks okay right now at 10 miles, 7 in Houghton Lake, 9 in Manistee, and 5 in Ludington. So not everybody dealing with that fog, but we've kind of seen that fog hanging on early this morning, and we're still on the cooler side. You know, the sun is up high in the atmosphere now, but we're going to be warming up quickly later on. So once that fog mixes out of here, we're looking at a lot of sunshine. Current temperatures right now, cooler in Grayling at 40 degrees. It's always one of the cooler spots for us here at home. 48 in Bel Air, Cadillac, Gaylord, 52 in Frankfort and Traverse City, 53 in Petoskey and Charlevoix. So we're waking up to mainly 40s and 50s. And we're waking up to that mostly clear sky too, so hardly any clouds to speak of. Leading edge of some cloud cover closer to the southern edge of Michigan, but we're really quiet here. And we usually look upstream for our next weather maker, and look at that, clear skies all the way up to even Montana this morning. So that's where we're seeing that high pressure. High pressure will stay overhead today. So that fall forecast, if you're going apple picking or just being outside today, it'll be a nice one. We're looking at sunshine well above average for our highs, 72 to 80 degrees. Friday, 73 to 79 degrees. And then we're looking at similar temperatures Saturday, 74 to 79. So no weather issues, more sunshine expected today and tomorrow. Could see a few fair weather cumulus clouds up there. But aside from that, no rain in the forecast, at least for the next 3 days. Saturday, we're looking at more cloud cover in our southern counties, but again, pretty dry. Here's a look at the forecast if you're going to Cadillac's Craft Beer Festival. That is this Saturday. And Miss Madison will be previewing this tomorrow morning if you would like to know more information about it. But it'll be a nice day. Comfortable, 75 degrees, sunny, few clouds around, maybe into the later part because it'll be later in the afternoon. So maybe a little bit more cloud cover. Aside from that, though, no weather issues and warm for this time of year. Talking about weather issues, though, Hurricane Helene is going to pose quite a bit of that. And we're already starting to see the rain bands on the outer edge of that hurricane, which is now a Category 2. So now it's been upgraded to a Category 2, sitting at 100 miles per hour there in the Gulf. And you can see it's moving slow, north-northeast at 12 miles per hour, but it will rapidly intensify into a Category 3 hurricane before it makes landfall. And last night we were talking maybe a Category 4. It looks like it'll only be on the edge of a Category 3 hurricane by the time it makes landfall in the Florida Big Bend region. And so that's what we're looking at, more rainfall. And when we talk about hurricanes, we talk about rain and wind being the main concern, but the storm surge is always the most deadly when it comes to hurricanes. So that's this rising sea level after that hurricane or low pressure system moves through. So we are looking at 15 to 20 feet of storm surge there in the Big Bend region of Florida. So as this passes through, that is the main concern. Not only are we looking at so much rain, it's going to be so wet there, and then it's still going to move further north as a Category 1 before it weakens through Georgia. So Georgia and the surrounding states, we're looking at a lot of rainfall. So flash flooding will be an issue regardless of the storm surge further north, and we're still going to be dealing with this tropical air mass before it weakens into just a low pressure system by around, looks like Friday into Saturday, by the time it makes it further north. We could see a little bit of this tropical air mass moving into our region. And if we see a few showers Sunday, that will be associated with this low pressure system, but that will be our only weather impact, really, is some clouds and maybe a few showers around. But check on your friends and family. If they are from the Florida Big Bend region or anywhere in those southern states, make sure you're checking on them today, because this will be making landfall by tonight, 8 to around 11 o'clock tonight is what we're looking at that time frame. So here at home, though, quiet weather with high pressure overhead with mostly sunny skies expected and mainly 70s in the eastern upper peninsula, 73 there in St. Ignace with a light onshore breeze, 74 in Sheboygan, 78 in Grayling, a little warmer inland this afternoon, and then 78 in Kalkaska too. Fife Lake could reach 80 degrees in Traverse City, so we're flirting with the low 80s today, but mainly, generally speaking, mainly 70s. Here's a look at our lows tonight. So we are going to have high pressure overhead with a mostly clear sky. We'll be cooling off quite a bit. 40s and 50s in the eastern upper with hardly any wind. 43 in Grayling, 49 in Gaylord, 50 in Petoskey. With that mostly clear sky, and with that clear sky, we could see some late fog developing. So early tomorrow morning, we could deal with some fog, but that will be our only weather issue that we're really looking at. 51 in Traverse City tonight. 49 in Manistee and Ludington, 46 in Houghton Lake, and that mostly clear sky. Here's a look at our extended forecast. So we're looking at quiet weather here at home, a lot of sunshine, and then by Sunday, as I mentioned, we could see a few showers south, and then we are looking at a small chance for some showers Monday and Tuesday. And look at those highs Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly 50s and 60s. We're going to see a cooler air mass moving in, but it doesn't look like our cool fall-like temperatures will stick with us for long. So it looks like we're just going to have this short-lived period of more average temperatures, and I think we're going to be warming up again after that. So it is something to look forward to if you want last taste of summer well after we're into the fall season. And we're talking about golden shoe fun today. And so we actually have a pair of gold colored shoes.
Matchy.
Golden shoes. Yeah, matchy. And so these are more sneakers, comfy shoes this morning. But yeah, gold, a little bit of white action.
Matches the weather quiz background.
Yes, in the dress. And we're just talking fall, so we might as well go all out for fall.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shoes of the day.
Oh, speaking of fall too, I didn't have time to show this earlier, but we got a fun picture sent in last night, and I want to show you. Tequamanon Falls, already seeing some color changes there in Lewis County.
Mm-hmm.
So I went there in, I think early October 2 years ago to see the fall colors with Miss Allie Baxter. And it's so beautiful no matter what time you go. But Bonnie Russell of Lake Ann made the long trek up there.
Yeah.
You can see just a few of those colors in the foreground. And that was similar to what I saw when I went too. It wasn't totally at peak yet, but.
How pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah, Joe showed that last night on air, and he said, hot off the press.
He did say hot off the press, and I was going to text him about that. I'm like, hot off the press. He's a funny guy, that Joe.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's one of my best friends. A goofy man.
He's a goofy man, yeah.
Really good at his job, and he knows his stuff.
Yes. And he's a friend of ours, so we do have a little bit more leeway of making fun of him.
We have to
with
give him a
him.
hard
We're laughing
time.
with him, not at him.
Because he gives us a hard time. So it's a two-way street,
yes,
right,
yeah,
Heather?
you guys, if you saw what he was sending us last night, trying to be funny, we can make fun of him a little bit here and there. Yeah, he's a good sport.
He is. Paul is watching from Rogers City. Mark's watching from Fremont, Indiana. Oh, whoops. I clicked on something.
Uh-oh.
Wendy is watching from crisp, cool Prudenville. Love this fall weather. Please join Jim and Norma's Bakery on Saturday at the Roscommon Village Market from 10 to 3 for our last summer market of the season. Lots of great vendors, Wendy says.
Awesome.
So I wonder if that's it for them. You'll have to fill us in if people want treats.
Yeah.
Past Saturday, what do they do?
What do they do? Where do they go?
Tell us, Wendy. Joel is watching from the Pleasanton Patriots Pub, 51 degrees and sunny. Couldn't get you yesterday morning. 4 hurricanes for the quiz is his guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
We weren't on live yesterday. That's why you couldn't get us.
And that was right. Right, Heather?
Yes, it was.
4.
That was correct.
Okay.
It was 4.
Yep.
Yep.
Susie Q is watching from Traverse City. She's here for Weight Watchers. It's 54. She's with Kathy. Hi, ladies.
Hi,
Hoping
morning.
to see us soon. Hoping. And we have some guesses here. I can say chlorophyll. I can get that one out. It's the middle one.
Yeah, yeah.
Joel's guessing the same thing. Nancy is guessing the same thing. It's 49 in East Jordan, by the way. And Paul said, I remember watching from the Cayman Islands when I was there. Did he watch us from the Cayman Islands? Is that what he's saying?
I think so.
Wow.
Or maybe when it was Mark. Could be any of us.
Possibly.
Yeah. But
I
the
believe you,
Facebook
Paul.
Live.
Our friend and coworker Brad. Hey, Brad.
Brad.
Saying good morning with a bunch of O's there. Alice is saying good morning. It's sunny in Alpena, 52. She's guessing 3. Thanks, Alice.
There you go.
Brad's also guessing 3. Susie Q is guessing the same thing. And Joel, this is a great question because we were wondering the same thing too. Not sure where Christopher is.
Yeah.
He said he moved to Alpena, but we haven't heard from him since. So.
And maybe he just doesn't have internet or
That could be.
something. I think that might be part of it, but we do hope he's doing well, if anyone knows. If Christopher is maybe just listening. Yeah, we've been a little worried about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Especially
almost,
when
what, a week?
he used to join us every single morning.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I hope everything's okay. Susan Lash Sims is watching again from Kalkaska, where it's sunny and it's 53. She's guessing the C option, like the third option. There are 2
Yeah,
C.
yeah.
I'm
got
just
it.
giving you a hard time, Susan. Angela said.
Well, if she guesses C, then maybe she has 2/3 chance of getting it right.
Right.
We're not too strict here.
Angela saying perfect fall weather. I think a lot of people agree with you, Angela.
Yeah.
Gail saying good morning, also guessing C. And Wally, a sad update. He said his brother passed away, his younger brother.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
We're sorry for your loss, Wally.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
And he's heading downstate. And a lot of people sending their condolences this morning.
Drive safe, too.
Yeah. My mom is saying happy Friday Eve. She's hopped on the bandwagon with that terminology.
Yeah, she has.
She's hoping everybody has a great day. She said, Benji and I are getting ready for our special guest this weekend.
Pumpkin boy?
Pumpkin boy, yep. She's off to a nail appointment and then hanging out with Benji. And she said, happy birthday to my son-in-law for almost a year and a half. I guess it's Zach's birthday today.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Zach.
New this morning.
New this morning, yes. Oh, we were wondering if Jennifer was going to join us this morning.
I was wondering. I asked Sarah.
And said, let's see, good morning to Heather and Brendan. Mama Lou is home and safe from Cancun. Can't thank Heather enough as she walked us through the whole hurricane from Michigan. Thank you, sweet Heather. You helped so much.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, they were right in the thick of it, trying to fly out at noon in Cancun yesterday. And that's when that hurricane was clipping the edge of the Yucatan Peninsula. So I was giving her updates, trying to help her out as much as possible, especially with the people down there, not super fazed by a hurricane. And I was talking to her, it's probably, she said it best. It's probably like how we deal with snow here. We know how to drive in it. It's not a big deal.
Sure.
And for them, they're like, just some rain. But for us Americans flying out of a hurricane, it's not convenient and don't know much of what's going on down there. So yeah, I'm happy I could help out.
Yeah, very nice of you, Heather.
Yeah.
And we're glad you're home safe, Jennifer.
I'm glad everything worked out. And it was just a little bit of delays there, and you guys still made it home safe. So
I saw the videos.
I showed him the wave videos and
yeah, and then Sarah showed me the video from the lobby, with wind and the rain.
Yeah.
What a trip to remember.
A trip to remember for sure. And I was just about to go to take my nap yesterday, and she's like, we need to know what's going on. We're in the dark here. So I was doing some deep diving there, checking on him. So I'm glad everyone's okay. They were with a big group of people, so I'm glad that all of them made it back.
Tom's watching. He says, looks like a good day to mow the lawn.
Yes, perfect day.
And he's guessing chlorophyll. Gail is heading to the Mayo Clinic in a couple of days. Hope to see some color on her way back. Safe travels to Minnesota, Gail.
I love Rochester. It's a gorgeous area there. I always stayed there when I drove from Idaho to Indiana for school. We would stay in Rochester.
Patrice has a weather question.
Okay.
Why do the weather maps list visibility in miles when we can only see up the road less than a mile? Unless the fog means I cannot see 50 feet in front of me, the miles report means nothing to me, LOL. Great job on the morning coverage.
Well, that's just kind of how we measure visibility, and I think for plotting reasons on our map, and I can ask Joe, but you know, we only have specific reports from airports usually is where we have our ASOS reporting, and if it basically gives us less than 1/4 of a mile in visibility, that's what's usually plotting, and so that's just kind of the standard that we have is in miles. So I can't, I mean, it's too hard to really give you guys specifics. I mean, road to road, it is so different. So I don't know if we have enough data to even give you that information. So it is just kind of like, we can give you a general idea of where we're getting reports from, and then you can kind of interpolate and kind of see if you're close to the Pellston Airport, that's where we get our reports from. You'll know there's fog there. There could be fog close by. There could be no fog past the airport. It's just a hard thing to even forecast. And oh my gosh, my IFB is screaming in my ear.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, it's just a tough one because we do have elevation changes here too. So that's all I can really give you as an explanation is we have reports that come in where we have observations, and it's just too hard to be in your backyard telling you exactly what you're seeing.
Sure. All right. Thanks for the explanation, Heather.
Yes.
We got Wendy saying if you want anything from Jim and Nora's Bakery, just message us through the Facebook page, text or call. We'd love to bake for you. And then the menu's posted there on Facebook. And Wendy's saying thank you, Brendan and Heather, for all the fun this summer the digital studio provided.
Oh, good.
Showing the Cadillac Farmers Market. It's been a lot of fun for us. I can't imagine for you, but we appreciate the waves, and hopefully we can do it again come springtime or whenever the
whenever you guys
market
start back
again.
up again, just let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we also keep a close eye on the Cadillac camera.
We're always watching,
Always
Wendy.
peeping.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matt is saying nice sunny day today. Jack is watching from Kalamazoo. Welcome to the conversation, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
And Paul guessing C, and Patrice saying thank you.
Okay.
Now
Good.
we're all caught up.
All righty, so let's talk about the weather quiz question. What pigment decreases in plants during autumn, making them lose their green color?
I think everybody guessed chlorophyll.
Yeah, for the most part, pretty much everyone got it.
Sorry, except for Gibbs says.
Yeah, I wasn't, I was
We
trying
know
to be
that
nice.
Heather
And
can't
also
hear
my
Gibb at the
IFB is
moment.
dead, so. I was trying to be nice, Mr. Gibb. So weather quiz standings. There we go. So Gibb, Brendan, and Sarah are all tied 3 for 4 this week. Facebook viewers are 2 for 4. And today was Andrea guessing. If you like to be one of our early risers at 6:20, set your alarm at 6:20. It's usually when we're live. Maybe 6:21, give or take a few minutes. And that's when we show the weather quiz. And we mention your name on live television, but also Facebook Live later.
Yeah. And I don't know if you showed Cadillac on purpose, probably, because that's where Madison's going live tomorrow.
Yep.
It's a festival with...
I previewed the event forecast just a few minutes ago, too.
Treats and drinks, music. It's Cadillac's...
Craft
what's the proper
beer
term?
Festival.
Say it again?
Craft beer festival.
Craft beer festival. Thank you, Heather.
So they've been doing it for a decade or so, and so they'll have that this weekend. It's just Saturday. So if you want to go, Miss Madison will be previewing that on how you can get your tickets, what to expect this year, and all the fun, friendship, and beer drinking this weekend, if you're interested in that.
If that floats your boat.
Yeah.
And we're here at 4:31, technically, until the election.
Yeah, that's right. We do start about a minute later, but no one's really counting. Except Brendan. He likes to use every minute to his advantage.
And before we say bye, because we have to get going here in a minute, Bob's saying good morning from Boblo here in the UP.
Nice.
Said, interesting fact, Boblo is in the UP. We are in Mackinac County. Sunny, 57. Wind is at 3 miles an hour. Tonight is ladies shuffleboard at our only tavern. Thomas says fun.
That sounds like fun. At least it's something to do. I feel like, it's probably not much going on there.
Yeah.
So enjoy it.
Thanks for the update.
If you're going.
Yeah, on the activities there on Boblo. And Wendy's going to keep us updated on when she's back in Cadillac. So
cool.
With that, we will say bye for now.
Yeah. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. Have a good Friday Eve. We'll see you Friday.